Hi everybody, welcome to today's video. I figured I would do a little get ready with me. I haven't filmed in a hot minute, honestly. I really haven't. Like, I don't even remember the last time I filmed and posted it. I guess it was a few weeks ago after the jewelry launch. I don't really know. But anyways, I'm in a new setup because, well, quite frankly, I just wanted to be. Usually I film over here, like with the window behind me. It faces me, so I have natural lighting, but I don't want to do that today, you know? I didn't really want to do that. I was like, I'm going to get ready in front of my beauty lights and have myself a day. So there's no really particular reason I'm getting ready other than to film, but I figured we would talk about the new year, new goals, reflect on last year, you know, just a little chat, a little girly chat moment. My hair actually is filth. I'm oiling it, okay? So if you're like, what the heck is wrong with her hair? Why does she look like that? I'm oiling it, but I have a hair appointment on Thursday now. I don't really know the makeup look that I'm going to go for, so let's just play with some makeup. I saw one from some girl on TikTok that was talking about Mary Phillips. You know, Mary Phillips, she does Kendall Jenner's makeup and like Hailey Bieber and all these stunning celebrities. She does their makeup, and she did this like new technique where she underpaints. So Painted by Spencer and a lot of other makeup artists do that too. And I was like, I kind of want to try that. But my face has been so, like, I feel like my moisture barrier is kind of wilding, to be honest with you. So I don't really know. My face just seems irritated all the time. I don't really know what to do about it. But anyways, moving on. I bought this for my birthday. I'm extremely proud of it. I've wanted this forever and ever. I remember pinning this on Pinterest 1,000 years ago. And I'm ecstatic. Like, I just love this. And I'm so proud that I bought it. So anyway, this is the Nice BB, the makeup case from Louis Vuitton. And I bought it in Nashville. Okay, what are we going to do for my makeup? I'm just going to do my makeup, and I'll have everything linked down below, but we'll also just discuss, like, the new year. So, I have never in my life been so excited ever about a year. Like, ever. I am just thrilled. I think that I know last year was, like, the absolute worst year of my life and the absolute best year of my life all in one. Like, I had the literal most fun I've ever had, ever. I also had the worst time of my life. But I am incredibly grateful for it and would not change a dang thing if I could. Like, I just wouldn't. What is wrong with this? I keep getting notifications. So, that's my thoughts on that. I grew as a person so much, and I figured out, like, what makes me work really hard, what I like, what I don't like, who I want in a partner, what I don't want in a partner. I have a bump on my literal neck, and that offends me to no end. Jail time. And so this year, whenever I was making like my plans, my goals for the year, just for me, for myself, for my business, for social media, etc., I really reflected on that and was like, what did I like that I did last year? What was I proud of that I did last year? And then what do I want to take into this upcoming year? And what do I want to leave behind? So first things first, we're doing 14 days. Me, Chase, my boyfriend, my family, and then I think Chase's parents are doing it too, are doing 14 days of no sugar, like just no sugar at all. Capital punishment for us, honestly, because it is not the vibe. Which, I mean, to be fair, we really don't eat that much sugar, but I have like 2 peanut M&Ms every day. It keeps me sane, honestly. And we have a lot of new energy drinks all the time, or we'll just have like a little snack, like we'll just have a bite of something. Everything has sugar in it though, like absolutely everything. So we're being forced to eat just whole foods. Today's the second day because it's January 2nd, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel really good today. I slept really good last night. I've seen like all the things that talk about having no sugar and how beneficial it is for your overall health, and I don't deny it. I do agree. I think that it is a really good thing, and that's why we're doing it. But like yesterday, my cognitive brain function was about 25%, maybe less, honestly. But that was one of the things that I wanted to do, just to like challenge myself, because I felt like I should do it and it's only beneficial. So that's that. That's just like a little goal though, just like a little something that I wanted to do. And honestly, I would like to do it every month. 14 days, no sugar, and then hopefully just like make it a lifestyle thing. But I know that's not completely practical because I'm going to want to go to Starbucks. I'm going to want to, you know, treat myself sometimes and like have a cookie or something, my peanut M&Ms, you know. So that's one thing that I'm doing. I also made a vision board, which I think is incredibly important. Here's my vision board. It's just got all the things that I want to do, people I want to work with, just goals that I have for myself. And I made it my background so that I'm forced to look at it all the time throughout the day, whether I'm looking at the time or whatever. I have my sales, my daily sales up there, and then the weather, because, you know, that's necessary. But I just think that last year I could have pushed myself a whole lot more than I did. And I had to give myself a lot of grace because, like I said, last year was really difficult and just had a lot of unforeseen circumstances that I had to deal with, you know. That was that. But going into this year, I'm like, let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. I'm excited. I'm actually thrilled. My word of the year, and I don't think I've ever done a word of the year. I used to do a word of the day, like in my 5-minute journal. I would pick a word and I'd be like, today's word is intentional. Today's word is productivity. Today's word is joy, you know, whatever. My word for the year is uncomfortable, because last year I think that I grew so much as a person. I really feel like I learned myself, and I know this kind of sounds stupid, but it's true. I figured out what I loved, what I didn't love, who I was outside of a relationship, which was the best thing in the world for me, honestly. Like, I'm so thankful for that time. Because I don't know, like, I just stepped into who I am and what I want from life and what I want to do. And I was challenged in a ton of different ways. I don't know. Anyways, it was a good year. It was great. So I enjoyed that. And where was I going with that, honestly? Does anybody know where I was going with that? Oh, uncomfortable. Anyways, I grew so much in my discomfort and my lack of comfort and me being uncomfortable, and I want to do that again this year. And I've also determined last year, I was like, why did I feel so good in the summertime? Like, why was I my best self in the summertime? And one of the things was I felt physically really good, because honestly, this is unhealthy, but I wasn't eating a whole lot because I was just like really going through it and I just wasn't hungry. But because I wasn't eating a whole lot, it made me realize what things bloat me, what things make me feel like not great, what things hurt my stomach, what things I don't enjoy, how they make me feel after I eat them. So that was one thing that I did. The other thing was I couldn't sit alone with my thoughts whenever I was like on Sad Girl Hour. So I would constantly listen to sermons, or I would listen to podcasts, or a lot of the times I would read. I read so many books, which I feel like I need to do a video on just in general. Just be like, here's a bunch of books that I love and love to read that changed my life. So if that's something that you're interested in, that's something I can definitely do. But it did make a large difference in my mental health. It made a big difference in who I am as a person, how I think about things, how I deal with myself, how I deal with my emotions, how I go about certain issues, or like why I think the way I think, or how I even like argue with people. Like if I'm arguing, then I argue a different way than I did before. I just am completely like did a 180 of a person who I was last year, and I'm really proud of that because I needed it, evidently. But anyways, I took that into consideration whenever I was making my goals, and I was like, what do I want to do? Who do I want to be? What do I want to be known for? And then I feel like a lot of people struggle with goals and they don't keep them because they look at it as like, I have to do this for X amount of days. I have to do this for 30 days or whatever. But I think one thing that helps me is I'm like, I just have to do it today. And then I think that every day, obviously. But as long as you just think like, oh, I'm just doing it today, I think it makes it a lot more manageable, you know? Like, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? And so that's just kind of the way that I think about it and feel like I get the most productivity, or feel the most productive and feel the most accomplished. And also just like learning yourself, I think is really important, because had I not done that, I would not be the person I am today. I wouldn't be the girlfriend, the daughter, the sister, etc. that I am. And I think you have to go through like really difficult times in your life sometimes to get like the, to realize how important that is, or to get the motivation to do it. So if you don't have the motivation, take this as your motivation, because it will indeed change your life. And I think just pushing myself beyond what I thought I could do and continuing to do that is something I'm really proud of, that I also want to continue on the next year. One thing that I did not do last year was do a lot of celebrating. I didn't really celebrate my accomplishments, and I was reading in my book the 101 Essays to Change the Way You Think, or That Will Change the Way You Think, or something like that. It's a really good book. It was talking about how we just constantly search for happiness in like our validation for ourselves, or validation from other people, or whatever it is, but we're constantly like searching for happiness rather than feeling happiness and like feeling happiness for ourselves. And I do think that's really true, to be honest with you. And I want to be better about being happy with the things I've accomplished and taking time to, like, give myself a pat on the back and be like, good job, Katie. Like, I'm proud of myself for doing this, you know? Because whenever you don't, you just constantly get in this cycle of wanting more and never feeling accomplished or never feeling satisfied. And I don't really feel like that's a healthy way to be. I think that that's like a familial thing that I grew up in. Like, it was just like constantly push yourself. And I don't really want to do that. I mean, like, I want to push myself, but I also want to be, like, acknowledge my accomplishments and use them as motivation to continue going and to continue doing better. So that's one thing. But that was another thing that I had to, like, learn from going through difficult times was, what is that noise? Oh, it's just my products. So that's that. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I think that I did not reach my potential for last year in really any realm. I just know myself and know what I'm capable of. And I didn't push myself as hard as I should have. But I do have grace for myself, given the circumstances I was going through. And now I'm just like, okay, perfect. Like, I'm so excited because Chase, my boyfriend, is, he plays for the Mets. He was drafted last year. He was drafted in 2022. And so he will be in Brooklyn, New York, which means I will be in Brooklyn, New York all the time, hopefully. And I'm excited about that. I'm excited to go and travel and meet people and work with different influencers, and excited to have the opportunities outside of the tiny town that I live in, because there's really not any opportunities here at all. I went to one influencer event last year in Nashville, and it literally did change my life, so I'm forever grateful for that event. But it's like, I want to have more, you know, like, I want to continue doing that. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the baseball season. I'm excited to go watch him play. I'm excited to be in a different city sometimes, to have, like, that escape to go see him, but also just be somewhere different. I'm excited for all the opportunities that I don't know about yet. Like, last year, I didn't know that I was going to have that opportunity to go to Nashville. I didn't know that I was going to meet the people that I met. I didn't know any of it. So I'm excited for the unknown this year because, you know, there's that verse in the Bible that talks about how, I need to sneeze. Maybe I don't, never mind. It talks about how you can make your plans, but, like, ultimately God directs your steps, or, like, you really don't know what the heck's going to happen. It's pretty much the gist of the verse. That's how I feel, and that's how I'm, like, looking at this year, as in, like, I really don't know. You don't know either. We can make our plans, we can make our goals, whatever, but we don't know what's going to happen. We don't even know if we're going to wake up tomorrow. So, okay, that was really dark. But I think that's a good way to look at things. Instead of, like, looking at it like, oh my gosh, I have to do all this year. Just take it day by day. Enjoy the day. Look forward to things. Look forward to the unknown, because a lot of the times the unknown is where you do the most growing. The unknown is where you get, like, the most happiness. Like, if you think back in your life about things that were planned, a lot of the times you don't plan the happiest moments of your life. It's spontaneous things, or it's meeting people you didn't know that you could ever meet, or it's opportunities you didn't know you would have. It's that sort of vibe, you know? So I'm just excited about that, and I feel like that takes a lot of pressure off of my shoulders. I'm excited for Steph for Fawn Beauty, which is no longer going to be called Fawn Beauty. It's just going to be Fawn. That's also my LLC name, so, you know. That's that. I am so thrilled and so excited and just looking forward to everything. Like I said, I've never been this excited about a year in my entire life. I just have a really, really good feeling about it. I feel like I worked last year for a lot of the things that I'm going to reap this year, which also really excites me. This palette is so good. I love Persona Cosmetics. You guys know this. Also, if I was coming out with like different makeup, obviously like outside of lip stuff, what would you guys want to see? Because I have my ideas and, like, I know where I want to go, and I want everything to be really innovative. But I want to know what you guys would want to see too. Also, don't you think it's funny, like, kind of weird, how I feel like a lot of people who have dark hair and, like, olive skin tone, like, complexion like I do, have really dark eyes, and I have light eyes. I say that because somebody commented on my video the other day talking about how light my eyes were, and I was like, yeah, which they look lighter in camera, but they're still light in person. And I was like, honestly. And, like, my little sister has really, really dark brown eyes. And my dad has really dark brown eyes. But my mom has blue eyes and my brother has blue eyes and my eyes are green. They kind of look blue on camera, but they're really green in person. But anyway, that's that. I feel so grateful for this past year. And one of the things too that I think made the biggest difference is, like I said, learning myself, but learning what made me feel best. So I really set some time apart thinking what made me feel really good this year, what brought me joy this year, what made me feel like I was growing this year, and how can I do that again next year. And one of the things was reading, because I love to learn, and I love to like learn about my brain, learn about why I think the way that I think, learn about how to handle situations better, or just life in general, you know, like I just enjoy that. And I look forward to that going into this next year, continuing to read more, continuing to learn more, and that sort of thing. I have to curl my lashes, and it could take me a minute, so. Okay, I curled my lashes, but one thing, I feel like I also need to learn, or I need to do a video on like makeup tips that I learned this year that changed the way that I do my makeup, or that like changed my life. And honestly, I have to get new contacts. I've got to get new contacts. I keep saying that every single day, and I just keep putting it, I'm not really putting it off. It's just like, I guess I am putting it off. You know, self-awareness is the first step. Anyway, I need to do that though, and like make a video on the things I've done that changed my makeup, because I've done many things that I feel like benefited my makeup so much, and I learned them mainly from Brielle and TikTok. Brielle's such an angel. I die for her. Anyway, but liner in my upper waterline and in my lower waterline changed my life. Let's not even sit here and act like it didn't, okay? Changed my life. The other day I did my eyeliner in Chase's bathroom, and he was like, wow, that really opened your eyes. And I was like, thank you, you know? Also, these powder puffs are so good. I used more blush today, and I'm really glad I did. These lights kind of washed me out, but whatever. Anyway, I'm going to use, what mascara do I want to use? I thought about using the Better Than Sex mascara. Do I have one in here? Yes, I do. I think I'm going to use the Better Than Sex mascara. I feel like I want to love this, but I don't know that I do, you know? You know? What the crap is that? Let me know in the comments what your New Year's goals are. Not necessarily resolutions, because let's be honest, is anybody really sticking to a resolution? I don't think so. But let me know what your New Year's goals are, what you plan to do this year, what you've already started doing this year. And then what's like your advice to stick to them. Because my advice, like I said, is just to take it one day at a time and not like overwhelm yourself with everything. I also want to do a series on YouTube where it's me just talking to you guys, not necessarily doing makeup, but just like a chatty video of some sort that is beneficial for everybody. Like a coffee chat sort of video that's just like catching up, talking about goals, checking in, getting the scoop from you all, giving you updates about my life, giving you updates about like fun beauty stuff and just like behind the scenes, because I started my company before I started doing social media full time. And now that I have you guys and you all are like the main supporters and consumers of fun beauty, I obviously want it to be products that you love. And I just think it's neat to see behind the scenes and to enjoy all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So if you're interested in that, you let me know. And you let me know what it should be called, or like the type of content that you want to see with that. I'm also going to go in with this L'Oreal Telescopic over top of that to separate and lengthen. And like, I just love L'Oreal Telescopic. I've used this mascara since I was 15 years old, and it remains one of the best mascaras in the world. If I only had to pick two, it would be this L'Oreal Telescopic and Ilia Truest Volume, or Fullest Volume. Truest Volume, what? I mean, they're just so good. I did a collaboration with L'Oreal on this mascara, and if you'd have told me that years ago I would have done a collaboration with L'Oreal Paris on my favorite mascara that they have, I'd have said, shut your mouth. Actually, you know what? I probably would have believed you. I'd have been like, you know what? I could see that. I'm going to work my butt off. So, that's that. Also, if you haven't watched Transformation Church's videos, he has one that's Crazy Faith. Like, he has Crazy Faith and then Crazier Faith. And then, I don't remember which one it is, where he was talking about, like, having a vision, planning a vision. But it's a really, really, really good video. And he talks about, like, writing down your vision, making it plain, etc. It's a good video. My eyelashes are for real wild and, what was that? Gel time. Gel time. Bro, what is this bump on my neck? You're done. You're done. You're seriously done. You know what I think is vital? Absolutely vital to every single makeup look on this planet? I'll tell you. Inner corner highlight. You guys know because I've used this palette 47,000 times, maybe more. I didn't do my eyebrows. I'm gonna cry. Where's it at? Anyway, inner corner highlight. I used this palette, this Charlotte Tilbury Easy Eye palette for the Charlotte Darling look. I think it's called like the Darling Eye Look palette. And I put that inner corner highlight. You know what I mean? Wow. Wow. What is this? Do I have a miniature sideburn? You're done. You're done. Go away. I've never held my brush like this in my life. New year, new me. I do think though that I'm gonna add a little bit of like a shimmer on top of my lids. Let's see, do I want to use the shade Reflect or Smoke? I think Smoke. It's already really warm tone, so I'm gonna take this by Hourglass Cosmetics. It's a beautiful like topper, and I'm gonna take it on this Refer 15 brush. And you're supposed to use it with your fingers, but I do what I want, and also I just don't want it to be that pigmented. I just don't want it to be that pigmented. So I'm just gonna top it like that and just spread out the sparkles. Wow. Cute. I've been into wearing eyeshadow recently because I feel like I figured out what I like best on my eyes. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's shimmer. It's not matte. It is shimmer. So that's that. I literally take like 2 shades. I'll show you what I do. I could have told you, but I didn't because I was talking. Sorry. I take these 2 shades, the shade Gold Digger and Goddess. This one and this one in this palette, and put it on my top, like all over my lid. Barely take any though because it's so pigmented. And then take this shade right here, which is like a really pretty bronzy. It's a really warm tone, rich chestnut brown. And I put it quite literally all over my face. And I'm, what? That was a lie. I put it on my lower lash line. And that's that. And who was texting me, to be honest. And that's that. Like, that's how I do it. I guess I do need to do my eyebrows. So I'm going to take this L'Oreal brow pencil and just lightly go through my eyebrows. Now I am going to do my blush again, but I'm going to add more powder blush. And this is the one I'm going to use. I'm going to use the shade Krista. You guys know I purchased this over the summer and it changed my life. But I busted it up. Busted it up. And so then I got the mini one. It smells so good and I don't know why. I also need to powder my face. To be honest with you. So I guess I'll do that. Wait, I think I might use the Kosas one. I'm going to take it on this little powder puff. I would die for a powder puff. I buy these as a gift for people that I think, you're a good human. You deserve this. You know what I mean? And I'm just going to set my whole face with Kosas Cloud Set. I always do that first. And if you're wondering why, I think that it makes, like, it warms up the powder a little bit before you put it on your face. And just genuinely looks better. But apparently I've been an oily girl recently. Because it's been seeping through. I also need to do this. I'm going to take my liner, my brown Charlotte Tilbury liner, and just draw out. Am I giving Olivia Culpo vibes right now? You better stop. I'm going to get an attitude. And I quite literally draw up from the bottom and meet the top eye liner and then pull and drag it out. I pass away. I pass away. Wait, where's my brush? There it is. Krista. On top of the cheeks. on top of the cheeks. And you know what Mary Phillips does? Under the eyes. Ooh, 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 ooh. Stunning. What is this place on my neck for real? Like, am I dying? That's that. Then I'm going to pat everything in with my beauty sponge. You can get these also on Amazon. I'll have my Amazon storefront linked below. So that's that. I feel like this makes my eyes pop so much, which is so appreciated. Am I gonna get a thumbnail right now? I've never been more scared in my life. I'm so sorry you had to see that. Then, for my lips, I'm going to use the shade Witch's Brew from Fawn Beauty. Quite literally, this is my very own brand, and I forgot that I had this shade. It's so good. It's like the perfect pinky shade. I was a genius for creating this, honestly. And that's me being humble. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding around. I'm just joshing you. Anyway, that's the look. That is the look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this today. Okay, I'm done. I'm fired. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe before you leave. It was the most random, and I swear to you, I think that because I don't have any sugar, I just get on this high of not having sugar. I'm gonna go to the doctor and see if I'm dying or not. I'm just kidding. I just really think it's a bump, but I am concerned about it, so I'm gonna put some cream on it. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, like and subscribe before you leave. I hope you have the absolute best year of your entire lives, honestly. I really do hope that for you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fabulous day. I think I was snake bit. Bro, what?